evening, loved ones. I hope y'all are having a fabulous day today. I know I am, because guess what? Guess who just graduated college? Me. Today I'm going to be talking about my college experience. So it starts off with a freshman year, and I remember having fake friends. I was in a toxic friendship. I was insecure. You know, I just got out of high school and I was so much younger. I barely remember, but I remember taking general education and a lot of electives that had nothing to do with my major at all. I remember my first day of going. It was an embarrassing story, actually. So I remember being on a detox. So I was on a detox and I was always drinking this drink. It was a green drink. You put powder, water, you shake it, and yeah, it was like a diet thing I was doing. And so I remember taking it with me the first day, and believe it or not, I spilled it all over me in front of people, because I remember it was in between classes. I had just ended one of my classes, and I went outside. I was pouring the powder in the water and I shook it. The cap was still open a little bit. It got all over me. And then I got to class so embarrassed. And I remember there were actually hot guys that saw this happen, and they walked by. I asked them, do you guys have a tissue? Like, can you just imagine me, like little Jennifer, like first day I was in a white skirt, all fashionable, looking cute, because I really cared about fashion my first 2 years of college. Then I just gave up. But I remember I was like, I shook it. It was like it was like a movie scene. And the guys came. They're like, they didn't have a tissue. I went to the bathroom, cleaned a little. There was still green on me. I don't want to relive that, but yeah, nobody really cared though, because nobody judges really in college. Nobody cares about anybody but themselves. So that was a funny story I remember from my freshman year. And I just remember having a lot of homework, and I don't know, my social life was so. Like, I went to some parties, Arab parties, and you know, but I had a lot of fake friends that are no longer in my life, thankfully. I did take an acting class. I took a drama class, and it was at 8 a.m. 8. So imagine, like, I had to wake up at like 5:40 a.m. or like 6, because I lived 30 minutes away from the campus and I used to drive. I never lived on campus. I never wanted to dorm. I wasn't allowed to dorm, but also I don't want to dorm. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. Loved my teacher, loved everyone. It was fun. Anyways, my sophomore year now, it was also general education. And oh yeah, did I mention I only had to take one math class? Only one. It wasn't even math. It was like the history of math. And I only had it for one semester, my freshman year. And it was with a student teacher who was really cute, by the way. And I remember I missed a class. Oh no, I remember I missed a class and I missed a test. And he let me make it up. He was so nice, and I passed. It was easy. But anyways, yeah, that was interesting. My sophomore year, that's when I took science classes. I hated science classes. It was difficult. I took like a social studies, like government class and stuff like that, like politics. I didn't enjoy those that much. Some classes I did enjoy, but others not really. And every class that I had, I made some friends in those classes, but I didn't really make many friends outside of classes until the end of sophomore year. So I had a music class, and it was focused on was drumming. So we were doing drums, right? So it was a drumming class. Oh my gosh, that was a fun one. But that's where I met my best friend, Emily. And actually we realized when we first met that we had the same drama class freshman year, but then we got closer the end of sophomore year. So I ended up having a friend to hang with on campus. We went to the gym on campus. It was a lot of fun. We had a really big gym, huge. It was one of the biggest gyms actually out of all the schools, I believe. I mean, it's insanely big. On the top level, people could go and race, they could run. There were so many courts, like basketball courts. There was a big pool area. Can't even begin to explain how big it was. And there was rock climbing. It was so cool, actually. I liked our gym. And we had other cool stuff on campus. Like, we had a spa area, like a massage place where you could go and sleep and relax. And there was like waterfalls, and it was like a garden area. And one time I booked a massage, a full body massage, and it was the best massage I've ever had in my life. Only $25 for students. So yeah, it was really cool. Like, the services on campus were probably the best. And we had a place that was next to the gym. It's the yummiest place ever. They have the best like acai bowls and just healthy stuff. It was called Shake Smart. It was all healthy, like sandwiches, drinks, yummiest drinks. I used to get this one drink called Dragon Fruit. So good with coconut. So I'll miss that place for sure. So yeah, those services that they had for us were cool. But yeah, my sophomore year, that was also pretty fun. Had some fun classes. So then another class I had my sophomore year was a psychology class. That psychology class is what got me into YouTube, because we had to have a goal in the beginning of the semester and we had to accomplish it by the end for the final. So I had to write down a goal and accomplish it and track it on a calendar. And I chose that I'm gonna do YouTube and I'm gonna hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the semester. And this was the spring of my sophomore year. So I set that goal and I hit it. I surpassed my goal. And that was because I did reaction videos that really blew me up. Reaction videos are what really started my YouTube career. And then I just kind of stopped because I got into new things and I got copyrighted. My account almost got banned. And yeah, but it was fun doing YouTube that year. And then I got into TikTok, and that's where my life changed forever, and I love TikTok right now. But anyways, so my junior year, I had a class that I'll never forget. It was a communication class, and I had made a lot of fun friends in that class. I was like in a group with fun people. And yeah, like, I don't know, things were going great in my life. I went to a Christmas party with my best friend. It was like for a frat. She was in a sorority, and that was a really fun party. I remember a few years back, either my freshman year or sophomore year, I went to a frat Halloween party, and let me tell you, that was horrible. It was like what you see on TV. Like, we walked in, smelled like weed. Everybody was so tight, you couldn't move in there. Disgusting. Everybody was on drugs and alcohol and sexual stuff. It was like, it was not fun. So me and my friends left early. And so yeah, that wasn't fun, but the Christmas party was more fun. So I only went to 2 college parties, and not as great, you know, but whatever. For the experience, I don't regret it. Fall of junior year, that was fun. And it was New Year's, it was 2020. We got back to campus, and I was a junior in my spring semester. And I remember I had more friends, and I was doing public pranks. I was really focused on TikTok, doing TikTok. I really committed to that. I started 3 accounts, and it was fun. And I was doing public pranks. I really got out of my shell in college. I was not afraid anymore to be myself, and I was just doing a lot of things out of my comfort zone on campus. Then March came, and I remember the news of them telling us, like, you're gonna have to stay home because there's a pandemic. And I remember the beginning of March, the whole corona thing started in January, so there were talks about it, and then but nobody really took it as serious until February. February is when I was really scared. I would go to campus with my hand sanitizer. I was like, this is so gross, and everyone's like, oh, who cares, get over it. And then it got worse, the pandemic. Thankfully, I never got corona. Everyone that I knew was healthy and safe, thankfully, from God. But yeah, March, they told us, I remember the day I was in class, and we had a lot of great things going for us that semester. They told us, oh, you're gonna have to go home, and in 2 to 3 weeks, you can come back. Like in April, we were supposed to come back. We never did. Here we are. I never thought that the rest of my college would be online, but I'm really happy that it was. We got on Zoom. Things were easy on Zoom. It was fun. And that summer is when my TikTok career really took off, and I blew up online, and I kept pursuing TikTok. I stopped YouTube that summer, And I'm gonna get back into YouTube. I'm still kind of doing YouTube videos depending on like what it is, but it's hard for me to be consistent with YouTube right now. So but yeah, then my senior year was fully online. This year, fully online. It was really fun. I had some classes that I liked that were like performing, and you know, I did get to talk to some people online, like new friends, but the majority of people I had classes with this year, I already knew them. It's a small world. A lot of people in my major, communications, know each other, so that was fun. Oh yeah, there was one class I loved, I'll never forget. It was a public speaking class, and I took it with 2 of my friends, and it was so fun. Like, I'll never forget that class. The teacher was so nice, and we were crazy, me and my friends. I remember there were these 2 girls in that class that were like mean girls, and they didn't like us at all for some reason, and they were so judgmental. So yeah, that was funny. The fall of junior year was really funny. I loved it. And I did take some classes during the winter and during the summer. I remember taking a child development class, so I had to like raise a kid online, and I had to go to a playground and observe children, and it was the scariest, creepiest thing ever. The parents were probably like, who is this girl watching our kids? But I had to do that and take notes about the kids' behaviors. It was a cool class. Yeah, like, I don't know, I just remember college, it was very like basic. There was nothing really special. It was not like high school where you see your friends every day. It was very disconnected. You have your own schedule. Yeah, there was like nothing much to it. Like, when I talk about it, I don't look back at it with like, oh my gosh, such joy, because I was gonna drop college at one point, and then thankfully I didn't. I was so close to signing the papers to drop out, and then it was a whole fight. My mom told me, no, you're not dropping out, and glad I didn't. I had fun with my best friend and some other friends, and yeah, I mean, here I am now. Like, I made it through. It was pretty easy for me because of my major, communications. I only had like 2 semesters of my major, so my major started my senior year. Everything before that was random classes, electives, general education. So yeah, I mean, it was very easy college. It was easier than middle school and elementary school and even high school. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say it was so hard, because it wasn't. It was easy for me, from my experience. I don't know how it's like for others. My advice would be to really try to make connections, be nice to your teachers. Me being nice to my teachers made it easier because they would always give me extensions for exams and essays if I was late. So being really nice to your teachers and on their good side is a must. I remember having a class and the teacher told us he grades us based on whether he likes us or not. So that was like funny. That's my number 1 advice, to be nice. Try to talk to as many people as you can, you know. And one thing I wish I did more was network more in the film department. You know, I wish I just made more friends, put myself out there more, but also at the same time, when I got confident in myself, that's when the pandemic hit and we had to be online. So take advantage of resources, because things are expensive. I mean, the massage and the therapy on campus and just everything in general was just either free or cheap. And I would do chiropractor for only $10. I had a chiropractor there to fix my back. I had back problems, and that was cheap. And now if I want to find a chiropractor, it's like over $70. So take advantage of your resources and just have fun, and don't take things too seriously, because at the end of the day, all that matters is your degree, really, not your grades. Because I don't know, I mean, it depends on you. I don't know what your goals are, but to me, I never cared about my grades that much. I did end up being an honors candidate. I maintained an over 3.8 GPA. That's because to me, it was a really easy major. Again, like, I did know people who failed in their communication classes, but so I'm not saying it's that easy, but it depends. You have to do what you're passionate about. Don't major in something that is too difficult and something that you don't enjoy. I forgot to mention that I was single throughout my entire college experience because I wasn't really interested in being in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship in my life, never in high school, not college, because I'd rather wait until I'm financially stable. So I just wanted to add that in. I'd rather be independent, financially stable, mentally and physically prepared to be in a relationship, which I wasn't throughout my entire college experience. I mean, honestly, I just wanted to focus on my studies and my hobbies and just working, and that's about it. So for anyone wondering, yeah, I mean, you could date in college if you want to date around, but hookup culture, not what I believe in. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the right person one day to marry, and we'll see when that happens. So future Jennifer, if you're watching this, hopefully you are married to a good man and hopefully you achieved your goals and dreams. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy and learn something new. Hopefully I inspired you. Again, college is not for everyone, and your degree, depending on what you want to do, your degree is not necessary. I'm just being truthful. You don't need a degree to be successful. However, if you do want to do something like being a doctor, lawyer, engineer, then you do need a degree. And also, if you want to work for a company, most likely you're gonna need one. I never did. I was like born in an entrepreneurship household and I always wanted to do my own thing. So my degree is just gonna go in a box. It's like a nice decoration, but it's okay. I'm still happy, and I have a graduation party coming soon. It's gonna be fun, partying again. I haven't partied in like over a year. It's pretty insane. So yeah, I had fun. You don't need to go to college if you don't want to, and if you do, and whoever's watching this, if you graduated, congratulations to you as well. So yeah, essentially, it's your life. Do what you want with it. Be happy, be in peace, and just, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much again, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.
Wow.